Have you ever wondered how life must be like in Skyrim as a nobody? As an adventurer? As a regular person? Well guys, in today's video, I'm here to tell you exactly how life is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a good one, I promise you. It's taken me quite a while to edit, record, and get the footage that I have in this video, and I hope it pays off pretty well. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get this. My name is John of Riverwood. I am terrified. I have no idea where I am, and boy oh boy do I have a story to tell you. Riverwood. This is my home. The Sleeping Giant Inn is my home, exactly. I am too poor to afford an actual place here in Riverwood, but you do what you can to get by. Delphine has let me keep my room for about 30 gold a month. And to be honest, that is a fantastic deal if I do say so myself. I currently work as an apprentice for Alvor, which is the blacksmith here in Riverwood, and I couldn't be more grateful to have a job like this. It teaches you how to be a man, and it pays decently. Alvor has given me a task that I shall complete. He told me that I need to make an iron dagger for him to prove my usefulness, because for some reason, I don't really work all that often here. He doesn't necessarily need my help. He just encourages me to help him, and with that he pays me under the table. Now, it's not an official job because the city of Whiterun doesn't necessarily need 2 blacksmiths for 1 village. So for that reason alone, I don't really get paid all that much. But like I said before, I have another side gig that I do to make the extra gold so I can afford my room. You know, it's some oddities like helping till the farms, and I kind of help out the logger over there, you know. He needs help every now and then. Sorry about that little lie. I know I said I was an apprentice blacksmith, but I like to consider myself that. Like I said, you gotta do what you gotta do. Every now and then, the thought crosses my mind. Maybe there are better things in life than Riverwood, and you may be right. Skyrim is a pretty big place. There are a lot of things that I have never seen before in Skyrim. One of these days, maybe, just maybe, I'll consider stepping away from this beautiful village to discover more things before my time comes to an end. Not to say that I'm going to die early or anything like that, but anything can happen in today's age. They may even send me off to serve in the war. Gods, I hope not. Talus, protect me. After these past few days, I have started to wonder about what I will end up doing for the rest of my life. And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't want to be here forever. I know I said that before, but I just got a feeling that something great might happen soon, you know? And I will probably never be able to experience that feeling of greatness unless I leave Riverwood. Riverwood is a great place, but I feel like there's something else in my life that I am missing. The thrill of adventure is something that you cannot replace. I guarantee you guys. Adventure and being able to go on a journey is very satisfactory. Every time I leave for Whiterun, there's this feeling of happiness I get. I feel happy to get away. And because of that, I think that I am going to do something that I may or may not regret. And that is leaving Riverwood. I've contemplated this fact for a little while now, and I feel like doing this will give me a sense of fulfillment. So I have decided to set off tomorrow morning on a journey to nowhere. That's right, guys. I have no idea where I'm going. Talus, guide me. Because of this feeling that I have, I think I should prepare for the unknown. And because of that, I have decided to make a sword. And this sword will be a symbol of my journey to come. I decided to check out the Riverwood trader to see if he had anything that I could use on my excursion. After arriving, I stumbled upon a little exchange of dialogue between him and his sister. Turns out I was right. This may be my chance of having a purpose in my journey. Lucan has asked me to help him retrieve his golden claw. He said it's located in Bleak Falls Barrow. I have no idea where it is or what it is, but hopefully it's a fulfilling journey. His sister told me exactly where it is. She gave me directions. It's actually closer than I thought. All I have to do is cross the bridge, go up the hill, follow the trail until you stumble upon Bleak Falls Barrow. She says it looks like a castle. This may be the journey that I've been needing. Before I left, I decided to grab some things from Lucan to help aid me in my journey to Bleak Falls Barrow. So I took all the little gold that I had left and I bought a backpack. This will help me feel more like an adventurer than anything else. This weather is not fit for a journey. I've decided to go back into the Sleeping Giant Inn and rest, for I have a big day tomorrow. A very, very big day. Good morning, everyone. Today is the day that my life changes. I will never forget this day. It is time to set off to Bleak Falls Barrow. Before I officially set off, I have decided to practice a little bit, because I haven't used a sword in quite a while. In fact, I don't think I have ever used a sword. I just cannot get enough of the beauty of Skyrim. The mountains, the fresh mountain air, the clouds, everything Skyrim has to offer is beauty incarnate. As I officially set off for Bleak Falls Barrow, I can't get enough of the beauty that Skyrim has. As I look back at Riverwood, my home, I have a sort of longing to go back. Should I stay, or should I continue on my journey that I promised Lucan that I shall deliver? Deep down inside, I want to go back, for I fear that something terrible might happen. Or maybe that's just the exhilarating feeling of a true adventure. Nonetheless, I grabbed my bag, my sword, and I officially set off for Bleak Falls Barrow. As I journeyed up the mountain, I heard a noise. Then I saw a wolf. I was slightly terrified, but I quickly remembered that I am bigger and stronger than the wolf. I took him down with some mercy and ended his life quickly. As I watched the wolf bleed out, I made sure that it was dead, but I couldn't help but feel sorry for it somehow. I don't know why. I am an animal person, and having to kill a dog makes me feel sad. But lo and behold, I would have to do a lot more than just kill a wolf in the near future. As I journeyed further up the mountain, I noticed that it was getting cold quick. Unfortunately, I did not become prepared in that manner, but I felt as if my adrenaline rush will warm me up Just enough to the point where I don't even need a coat of any sort. As I looked down at Riverwood, I asked myself again, should I stay or should I return home? I pushed forward in hopes of getting this over with quickly and swiftly. As I got closer to what I assumed was Bleak Falls Barrow, I saw 2 guards. I thought that maybe they were friendly, but then as I looked closer at them, one wielded a great hammer, and he did not seem friendly whatsoever. Then I realized they were wearing typical bandit gear. One had a bow and fur armor with battle paint on their face. Then I realized this was not going to end very well. So I decided to charge head first and officially start this journey off with a bang. I managed to avoid the arrows of the bandit with the bow. Soon enough, what I assumed to be the bandit chief came down to attack. She seemed to be somewhat afraid. Too bad for her, because I ended her life very quickly. I guess I'm pretty good with the sword after all. Now all that was left was the one with the bow. I ended his life quickly as well. After searching this tower, I did not find the golden claw at all. So I'm not entirely sure if maybe the other bandits took the claw and hid it somewhere, or maybe they sold it already? I have no idea. There was a chest on the top of the tower, and lo and behold, there was no claw. So I wondered to myself, is this even Bleak Falls Barrow? Lucan's sister said it looked like a castle, and from what I assume, this was maybe somewhat of a castle? Then I realized there is more to this trail than I thought. As I circled around the cliff face, it got even colder. It got so cold to the point that I probably should have turned back. But as I turned the corner, I saw Bleak Falls Barrow. Now this is what Lucan's sister was talking about. My gods, this is amazing. This gives me chills. As I looked closer, I noticed there was another bandit on the top. I took the bow that I got from the dead bandit, and I shot a warning shot. That, or maybe I'm just horrible at aiming. But nonetheless, I got the bandit's attention, and I was trying my best to defend myself. And then I realized there were more than just one bandit here. One bandit with a huge sword came running down the stairs at me. Luckily, I was able to get rid of her really quick. There was another one on the top, raining down arrows at me. As I ended their lives, I came to the realization that I'm not alone here. There are a lot of bandits that are outside, so you can only imagine how many there must be inside. As I stood in front of the 2 large doors, I pressed forward. As I entered Bleak Falls Barrow, I saw a dead bandit on the ground along with some sort of rat, and I saw 2 more bandits up ahead. I got rid of them as quickly as I could so that I would not alert any other bandits around. This place was very dark. Bleak Falls Barrow is a place that you do not want to go to alone. It is probably best to bring a friend, so that if you were to pass away, you won't be alone down here, because I have a feeling you will never be found again. After searching the bandits, I came across a few lockpicks. Then I saw a chest. In my younger years, a friend of mine's taught me how to pick locks. Not only did I get myself into some serious trouble, it kind of helped me out. I'm using them for my advantage. Stealing from the thieves. Although you can't steal from a dead person, am I right? As I continued further down into Bleak Falls Barrow, it got colder down here. I felt as if I was going down into a bleak, scary tomb. I happened to stumble upon 2 dead bandits in a room. I am not sure what killed them, but I realized there is something more down here, far darker than anything one could ever imagine. I came to a door, and then I saw what I would never be able to unsee ever again. I saw a dead thing in front of the door. It looks like a person, but it looks dead, as if it's been dead for hundreds of years. Is this what they may call the Draugr? I've heard stories about these things. They're essentially undead human beings. Seeing one for the first time almost made me want to turn back. Am I filled with such an amount of fear that I must return and tell Lucan that I was too afraid to find the claw for him? Or perhaps I should lie to him and tell him that I've never found the claw. Tell him that they broke the claw, or perhaps sold it already, and they spared my life. I can't do that. I decided to enter into this room and see what may lie inside. And lo and behold, there were more of these Draugr, and they were just as alive as they are dead. Somehow, by the grace of Talos, I managed to kill them without getting myself killed. These Draugr are very strong. The noises that they make, terrifying. I feel as if I will be scarred from this journey for the rest of my life. When I return home, I may or may not tell anyone of the things that I saw here today. As I continue deeper into Bleak Falls Barrow, I noticed another man down the stairs. He had a torch. That is exactly what I needed because it is very dark down here. I realized he must have been looking for something, and then he died suddenly. It appears as if something came raining down at him like arrows. I am not sure what killed that man, but as I went further down, I entered a room, and it looked like some sort of puzzle. There were symbols all over the walls. I feel as if this is not going to be easy. As I looked at the symbols on the walls, I realized, wait a minute. I realized the symbols, at least some of them, match these pillars on the left side in the room. These pillars move. They rotate. Why, this is amazing. So, out of curiosity, I have decided to match the symbols with the pillars that are on the walls. So as I matched these symbols together, I took the chance of pulling the lever, and lo and behold, the gate opens. My life has been spared. I saw another lever, so I pulled that in hopes of protecting myself from possible intruders that may come from behind. As I walked down these halls, I thought to myself, I cannot believe that I'm actually doing this. Something very bad could happen to me, and for what? I'm going to help this man retrieve something that he can come and do himself? This man better pay me well for this, for my name isn't John of Riverwood for nothing. I will not die in a place of death. My name is John of Riverwood, and I shall die in my birthplace. As I continued even further down in the depths of Bleak Falls Barrow, I encountered two rat things. I don't know what these are, but they're big. Somehow they were too dumb to even attempt to lay a hit at me. Crap, my torch went out. That's not good at all. So now I am left to nothing but a few candles lit down in this place. As I went further, I heard a noise. I think it was a person. I think he may be friendly. He screamed for my help. Before I could even consider going to save this man, I had to cut down a wall of webbing. I thought to myself, what kind of spider is this big to be able to web a doorway like this? As I tore it down, I saw something even worse than the Draugr. I saw something that will give me nightmares till the day I die. I saw a spider, but this one was no ordinary spider. This spider was absolutely massive. A thing of nightmares. Something you pray to the gods that you will never meet your fate by. As I heard the screams and the cries of this man in need, I thought to myself, what in the world am I doing here? What have I gotten myself into? If I turned now and went back, I would be overcome with guilt and knowing that I had a hand in this man's possible death. I could save him, spare his life, and feel good about that. Or I could not and go back. Somehow, I managed to work up the courage to fight this spider. But I realized he couldn't get through the doorway, and I wasn't going in there with a sword and shield. That just was not going to happen. Luckily, I had a few arrows left, and I put a few in him. Thank Talus, it didn't need a lot to die. But boy, oh boy, was this thing a nightmare to see. Successfully putting down this spider, I saw the man in need. He was thrilled to see another human being. As I cut him down to help, he said he wouldn't share the treasure with anyone? What does he mean? Come back, where are you going, dude? I then realized he must have the golden claw. I saved a man that didn't even need saving. As I went to chase after him, we ran into a trap. We ran into the catacombs of the Draugr. This was probably the biggest mistake of my life. And the thief, because he died quickly. I was afraid that I may die down here as well, but I didn't have the stamina to run back. But I had a little left to fight, to stand my ground, to defend my life. Fighting these Draugr, I thought back to what my father used to tell me. Defend yourself no matter who is right or wrong. Your life is important, and you are the main character of your life. I then realized that I fought and defended myself successfully from the Draugr. I managed to kill them. I don't know how. Running over to the thief, I realized he had the claw in his hand. This is exactly what I was looking for. This is exactly what I need. So then I thought to myself, I have what I need. Should I even bother continuing down Bleak Falls Barrow? Or should I turn back? Should I turn back? I have exactly what I need. But somehow there's a feeling of longing, as if I need to continue this journey. Only Talos knows what lies down here. There were only a few Draugr a minute ago, but there could be tens of hundreds, if not thousands more, down in Bleak Falls Barrow. For all I know, this could be a maze that will inevitably lead to my death. I do not know what else is down here, but maybe, just maybe, I should continue to see this through. Maybe I should just go back while I still have the chance, for I may not know if I will ever get the chance again to return home to Riverwood. I could potentially break a leg and be hurt. No one will hear my screams. I will be trapped down here in a rocky, cavernous tomb. I cannot make my mind up. What should I do? I'm not quite sure.